In this video, what we'd like to talk about is how to find permutations and combinations using our calculator. Let's talk about permutations first. In permutations, remember, order does matter and things cannot be repeated. What we'll look at in this first example is finding 10p2. That means choosing two things from a group of 10 in which order does matter, but that you cannot make any duplications or repeat. So let's take a look. So the first thing that you'd want to do in your calculator is type in your number 10 before you do anything on the main screen. Then you're going to go to your math key. You'll press the math key and you'll come up with a menu that looks like the following. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to go all the way to the right to where it says up top PROB. That's short for probability. So that means that we're going to arrow to the right 1, 2, 3 times. Notice what we're looking for is that NPR. The P there stands for permutation. So we're going to go down 1 and choose that NPR. Now we're not done. We've given it the total. We've given the P symbol. Now we still have to tell it how many out of the 10 we're going to actually choose to use, which in this case was 2. So now we'll press the number 2, and then we still have to press enter one more time, and we get the number 90. What this 90 represents is that there are 90 ways to choose two things from a group of 10 without repeating or duplicating when order does matter. Now what we'd also like to do is the same thing but for combinations. We'd like to do a 10C2. What's the difference here? Remember, with combinations, order does not matter and you still cannot repeat or duplicate yourself. So a good example of this would be to find something that's 10C2 would be something like I've got 10 pizza toppings to choose from and I'm only going to choose a 2-topping pizza because that's what's on sale. So you most likely would not duplicate toppings and you'd choose 2 toppings and order wouldn't matter. The reason being is if I chose, let's say, pepperoni mushroom, someone else chose mushroom pepperoni. It's technically a different order, but we'll still get the same pizza. So the change in order didn't matter. So that would be a good example of when you'd actually use the combinations. So let's see how you'd actually do it. So just like before, you'd start off by typing in your 10 first. And then after you type in your 10, you'd press your math key once again. You'd come up with the same menu you did before. So you'd want to arrow just like before all the way over to PROB for probability. So you'd arrow 1, 2, 3 times to the right. Except for this time, because order doesn't matter, we would go down to the third option, to combinations. So we'd go down 1, 2, down to the third option and press enter. That would put our C there, but it still wouldn't tell out of those 10 how many I was actually going to choose. Well, in my pizza example, I'm choosing 2 toppings. So I'd press the number 2. Still, your calculator has not done any calculations. You still have to press enter one last time. And notice we get the number 45, that there are 45 different pizzas we could come up with, different pizza combinations from just having 10 toppings and us only choosing 2 of them. And that is because we are not repeating ourselves and order does not matter.